Thanks for being here.
Thanks
for coming at this hour of the day.
It's perfect.
Oh, come on, it's not too much rock and roll, but it's cool that you guys are here, and I think things are going really, really well right now for you. You got a new record coming up?
Yes, we do.
We're excited about it.
Tell us a little bit about it.
Of course. Well, it comes out June 28th.
Yeah.
It's called Keep Me Fed. And it was so chaotic recording it.
How come?
Because we did it last year and it was like in between tours. We would just like go. We toured Europe for the first time ever at that point. And then we came back and then we just like wrote a lot. And then we left again for another tour. And then we recorded for a week and then left again and then again. No, it was like super chaotic. Crazy. Yeah. But it was fun. Different experience.
Do you, now that, you know, pretty much the whole world is got to have a close look at you, did you feel any pressure making up the new songs, recording everything?
I feel like for the first time, at least for me personally in my career, I am feeling a certain pressure to like prove that like we deserve to be where we are and we deserve to have these dreams and work for them, et cetera, et cetera. Not only like in the songwriting, but like in the festivals that we're playing right now, these opportunities that are coming up. It's like I feel like we really have to prove that we play well enough to be there. But thankfully, we've been working really hard to actually like prove that. And we're very proud of what we did on this album and playing it live right now. We just started our European headlining tour and we've been playing these new songs live, some of them that have been coming out. Yeah. And you can feel that difference, that step that we've taken, not only like musically, but like in our show. And you can see that reaction with the fans. So hopefully people really love this new album.
How, you know, you guys, you recorded pretty much and pretty fast. I mean, you had a record out in 2022. I think you had an EP in between somewhere, and now you have a bunch of singles.
Yeah.
I mean, and you're touring all the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
How does it work when you guys write songs? Do you do this amongst yourself to go like, you know, I got this one, I got this, and you know, you figure this out, or do you have somebody else coming in and go like, you know?
You know, usually we were used to writing amongst ourselves only, but this last record, we did a little bit more of experimenting and we wrote with a lot of people to like kind of like get the sense of what the album was going to be. Yeah. And precisely because we were like touring around everywhere, we got to meet a lot of people. And once we were already there where they were from, we were like, hey, let's get together and write something. So that's...
Who did you write with?
Oh, a lot of people. But one of them was Dan Lancaster. He's touring with Muse right now. And
we met him on the Muse tour.
Yeah, we met him on the Muse tour. He's a producer for Bring Me the Horizon and a lot of very cool bands. Writing with him was very, very cool. Also, our own producer we wrote with a lot, Anton DeLost. He's from Canada. He's such a creative person, and we loved working on this record with him. And oh my God, no, a lot of people.
Yeah. I wish I could have the list, but we had like 2-week writing trips and we would write with 2 different people every day. So there's no way for me to remember all of them, but they were all great people. And we learned so much from writing with other people because we were really used to just like doing it ourselves and that was it. So opening up yourself to these new experiences in writing was an adventure for sure.
That's how did you come up with the record title?
Oh, it was actually the last thing we came up with. We had all the songs and I was like, what's the album gonna be called? But it's actually a lyric in one of the other songs.
I don't think we've ever said this. I feel kind of weird saying it. Because that song is not out. It will not be until the album comes out.
Oh, okay.
But oh my God, we had never said this out loud. Yes.
It kind of slipped.
Yeah, we haven't had like proper like, ooh, what are we going to talk about the album? But yes, it's a lyric in one of the songs. It's very hidden, but it really encapsulates what the whole album's about and what we were dealing with at the time, like what we were living through. So we're just very excited for people to hear that song. Exactly. Like be on the lookout for the title.
They have to find it.
Yeah, they have to find it now.
All right. How's the tour going?
It's going great. We're entering week 2. So we're still kind of like in the middle of
every show has been sold out and every show forward is also sold out. It's a completely sold out tour. And it's our first headlining tour in Europe. So that is absolutely insane to us. We feel very grateful. Because again, we are three sisters from Monterrey, Mexico, and like being on the other side of the world and having our first tour be
The old world.
so yes, exactly. And we're playing almost for the same amount of people that we play for in our own country. Like, these are a lot of people that have been waiting for us to come here to their countries, to their cities. And it is just very inspiring to see that people are waiting for your music and waiting to share that live. So it's been going great. Today we play here in Munich.
Yes.
It's our first time here, and we're very, very excited about it.
Isn't it just slightly unfortunate that the record's not out yet? I know you're going to be back soon here in Europe,
Yes,
but
very
that the record's not out yet, and you still, you kind of want to play all those new songs, but I guess you got to hold back a little, right?
Of course, but we actually released like 5 singles of that
I know,
already.
yeah.
So like,
And
we're having a lot of fun.
We
with
haven't
that.
had time to rehearse anything from the new album because we've been touring so much. We finished recording the album in December. And we released the singles in February.
Yeah.
So we haven't had time at all to prepare ourselves. So we're rehearsing in the sound checks. So I don't feel too sad about it because we're about to come back to Europe in July.
Yeah.
We're going to be playing a lot of festivals. So we're going to be playing those new songs there. I don't feel too sad about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I remembered that I watched the video that made you kind of famous playing Metallica back then, but I forgot about it until I think yesterday, when I just read through your data and everything. I go like, oh, I'm gonna look at this. I totally forgot about the video, and then I remembered that I saw that before, and now I go like, oh my god, it was you. This is you. I was like so dumbstruck, really. But because I am dumb, yeah, it's true. But from the time on, I mean, you guys were on a constant roller coaster, right? Did you? And as you said, your schedule is full and busy and over the top. Do you, in all those years now, 10 years or so, did you guys have did you have time to reflect just for a little bit of what just happened?
No.
Well, it was insane because you lived through a lot of stuff that you couldn't process at that moment.
Yeah.
I think it was until maybe last year where we celebrated 10 years as a band, where we were actually like, 10 years? What? And we kind of just like looked back on everything that happened for a little bit, and it was so emotional because it's like we've been through so much since we were little kids playing Metallica covers, and now this is gonna be our 4th album as a band of original music, so it's totally insane. And right now we're in Germany, like
it's just insane to see how things have evolved.
Yeah.
But yeah, at that time, of course, we didn't we didn't see the magnitude of what was going on. We didn't know what a viral video was. We were just happy that we were getting attention and that we were able to play live and share music and stuff like that. But now that I think about it, having a viral video is like, especially at that time, right now it's a little bit more common.
Yeah.
But back then it was, and it completely changed our lives. Completely, a 180. So yes, of course we didn't were able to see that when we were 15, 13, and 10. No.
Just a funny question, but did you guys finish school? Or did you go like, nah, I'm viral now?
No.
Don't need to.
School.
Yeah, we finished mandatory school. Yeah.
Yes. We did until high school, and it was very on and off and on and off. We were touring, we were recording, we were doing all these things.
Yeah.
But finishing our education was really important. Okay. Especially to my parents, it was like, no. You're going to study. So, yes.
Since you guys are from Mexico, there's only a fraction of Mexican music and rock music coming over here, reaching the old world and Germany and what have you. But then again, from all those bands that we know, and it's only, I think, is Maná from Mexico?
Yes.
And then Molotov is probably from Mexico?
Yes, correct.
Café Tacuba, no.
Yes.
Oh, they are, okay.
Yeah, those are the 3 biggest Mexican rock.
See, that's all.
Yes.
But from all those bands, I think they try, on purpose or not, to include some of their Latino roots. I think you don't. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys are straight rock. Or
Yeah, I mean, it's not something that maybe we do on purpose or not, but being Mexican, I think it's part of our blood, of who we are, and it's gonna be like integrated in our music somehow.
And I mean,
yes.
that we definitely don't add like marimbas and maracas and mariachi stuff into our sound. Like, it is not something that we actively do in our music. But sometimes, like, little things, we do use like some type of Mexican percussion in some things. But but we don't showcase it maybe as much in our music. But we do have songs in Spanish.
It's not. I'm not. Judging you by no means. I just found it interesting.
And it's different type of rock. At the end of the day, rock is such like a big genre, and Maná, Molotov, and Café Tacuba are all part of like different subgenres in themselves. So for us to be just mentioned in the same sentence as them is pretty exciting to us. We're very happy about that. And for us, the way that we represent our culture is just like by being here and saying that we're from Mexico and just showcasing that there's a very big variety of how we can represent our culture and our own country's music in different ways.
Great. You guys, I think you toured, or you opened up shows for Guns N' Roses, and you toured with Muse and all those great bands and big and huge bands. But on the other hand, some of those bands are bands that I grew up with.
Yeah.
How in your age do you perceive those bands such as Guns N' Roses? I mean, Muse is a younger band, okay, but like Guns N' Roses, I mean, do you go up and go like, well, Axl Rose looks really old, or do you go like, no, it's okay, it's timeless music? How do you perceive that?
Yeah, well, definitely we grew up with that music as well, but we grew up with the notion of it's our dad's music. You know?
Yeah, it must
be. So yeah, definitely we love it and we appreciate it, and it's, oh my god, it's iconic. We love everything. That's why we
and more than anything,
covers.
Like opening up for these bands have been like, oh my god, we're opening for these iconic rock bands that really influenced what we do now. Because they influence the genre itself. So of course it's going to have an impact on us in one way or another. And more than anything, it was like, these people are idols. Like, they're very important rock figures. People who don't know anything of rock know who these bands are and who these people are. Yeah. So being just a part of that for some shows was just incredible.
That's crazy. Is it a curse or a blessing for you to be sisters?
Definitely a blessing.
Yes.
But there's no escape.
Yes, there is no escape. You were correct. But I feel like art in general, especially like music, you are constantly in it all the time. It is a career where you have to be 24/7 in it. So one way or another, I was still going to be like living it all the time. Now I just have to live it with my family as well. But it is also good because you're not alone. Like, it could be pretty isolating to be focused on your job all the time by yourself. But your sisters are doing it as well. Your parents are doing it as well. Your team is doing it as well. And so you're like accompanied all the time. And we know each other extremely well because we're sisters.
Exactly. And it's very emotional work. And so connecting and having good chemistry between a band that is going to do creative work together is very, very important. So we're glad that we have that.
Yeah.
And we also have like kind of like
each other.
Telepathic connection on stage as well. We just see each other and we're like, I know.
So it definitely has more pros than cons.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Never mind the Gallagher brothers. It's all good. Or the Robbins brothers. Anyway, no, but it's all good. You wrote a song, Automatic Sun.
Yes.
That came out for the eclipse. Yeah. But that was a PR gig, right? I mean, this song was just there, right?
That was a huge coincidence.
Total coincidence.
I love that all of our fans were like, that was super on purpose. They're geniuses. They see everything. And I was like, that was the most beautiful coincidence that could have happened. But it was very cool to have that just like kind of be a part of like
the release of our song.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great. I have almost no further questions, but there's only one left. I mean, dime, ¿qué más quieres?
Oh,
what's going? Is this world domination that you guys want, or is it what's going to happen with you? Where are you going to be in 5 years' time?
Oh my God, that question always freaks me out. Because when we used to answer this question, it was like, where do you want to be in 5 years? And now it is like those 5 years, like it's 5 years later since people have been asking us that. So I am super like scared to think what will be happening in 5 years, because everything that we wanted has happened. Like we worked for it, and it is happening. The world tour, releasing music, connecting with people, seeing the world. It's like all that is happening. Yeah. So let's see. What are we gonna manifest this time?
No, it's you know what? It's okay, because I think it's actually totally correct what you were saying. I have to ask you this in a couple of years' time again. Because then it's you know,
yeah,
the world
we
looks
have
different
to
for you and for everybody, because right now you're on the top of everything. It's really cool.
Hopefully we can be more on the top of everything. Yes, honestly, the plan is always just to like keep making our music, keep releasing it, and hopefully that connects with people, and hopefully it's more people each time, and that we can continue traveling the world and just having these shows just be larger and having
everyone
people
to
there.
enjoy.
But that has always been the goal, and it's very heartwarming to see that we are making it happen right now. Yes.
Do you see, or could you see the possibility that, you know, you're a unit as a three-piece, and you're so connected, as you said, obviously. Can you see somebody else coming into the band? Just to make, you know, it's like guitar, keyboard, whatever.
If it's like, okay, Muse does this, and I think it's fantastic. Like they have somebody who deals with all like the other instruments that they can't play because they're
at the same time.
Right? Oh yeah, Royal does it as well. So maybe we could have somebody like that, like somebody who could help us out with like, instead of having like a backing track during the solo, somebody could be playing the guitar.
Exactly.
But we don't have the money for it right now. Hiring musicians is expensive.
Exactly.
Buses are expensive. So right now,
someone wants to volunteer,
we have to make do with the three of us, for sure.
But maybe at one point, like in the 50-year anniversary of the Wording, we could have like a whole, like a special series of our music being like with an orchestra and a metal section.
Ándale.
You said 50 years?
Yeah, 50. No, it's a lot.
Your children will be in the band.
Oh my God.
No, you're right. Okay, maybe let's go.
20.
No, 20 is
20 is 10 years. No, 30.
Exactly. 30. There
But
we
it's
go.
surprising, you know, you guys are in your 20s and you're talking about everything's expensive and the buses and blah. How much of business women are you?
Well, we're very,
trying to be.
We've had a band for 10 years, so you see a lot. And
learn a lot.
Thankfully, we have a team that like lets us be in the know. Like they let us know about our business, because at the end of the day, it's our band, it's also our company, and we want to have the best band and the best company that we can have, not only for us but for the people who want to experience it and work in it. So we try to know about budgets. Yes.
Beautiful. I have one last question. Why is cake considered to be healthy in Mexico?
Is it? Is it?
I
just didn't know that, right?
Yeah, I think we eat it a lot because we're just like, but I don't think it's
I've never had
healthy.
somebody tell me like, eat cake, it's good for you.
Yeah, but
it's true for the soul.
It's a myth that was coming over. We're going to consider cake healthy in Mexico. Look at that.
Wow.
But I will tell you this, it is true that we have it for breakfast. We have it for
it's like pastries and stuff.
It's
but
pastries.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah. Like breakfast bread is a thing, and it's like full of sugar and stuff. Yes.
But I don't think we can.
Of course.
Like
no, it's very common.
I've never had my mom be like, eat some cake. It's great for you. Go at it.
No. We know it's not healthy, but we just do it anyway.
Yeah.
Great. No more further questions, Your Honor. Thank you very much for being here, for taking the time. Hasta la vista. Hasta mañana. Hasta luego.
Hasta luego. You got it.
Perfecto.
Muchísimas gracias. Thank you for your time, and thank you for having us here.
Yes.
Muchísimas gracias a ustedes. Dankeschön.
Got it.